What's up, guys? It's your boy ChasmRift here, and today we got week 2 of the Press Start podcast with our host Big A.
What up?
And we got a special guest today. He goes by the name of Tofar Love. How you doing, bro?
Oh, I'm doing good, man. Thanks for having me on. This is really exciting.
Yeah, man. I'm glad we were able to have you be our first guest. So, how do you feel for being the first guy to come onto the podcast?
I'm allowed to put this on my resume, right?
Yeah, for sure.
I also want this to go on record. ChasmRift said he'd pay me in nothing but Cheez-Its for my half of this. I want that to go on record.
Yes, we have the box of cheeses right here.
Oh yeah.
Yep, it's right
you get
there.
fucking paid? What bullshit is this?
Yeah, I get paid.
I mean,
Do you not?
I pay you
I need a fucking
$65,000.
raise, bro.
I pay you $65,000 a year, man.
Alright, whatever. Welcome, guys, to the trio of demonetization.
Oh
Yes.
no.
Let's get this shit rolling, bro.
All right, you want to start with the question of the day, Big A?
Alright, the question of the day today is, are you guys fucking excited for these new Switch titles? And just for the future of the Switch in general? Like, this is going to be amazing.
Yeah, for you guys who know about what titles coming out from the Switch Direct, it's a fun lineup. And for those who don't know about it, don't worry, we got some interesting topics coming up at hand that should get you guys hyped. But remember, take it with a grain of salt when we get into the video. I think we should start this series off with our esteemed guest talking about the first topic at hand. You want to start us off with TMNT?
I've been wanting to talk about this since November. Oh my god. So recently, there was a trailer drop for the TMNT DLC for Injustice 2. For those who don't know, I love Injustice 2 and I think it's the best thing that's ever graced this earth. I'm not wrong. It's a fact. Now, I don't like to sing the praises of the DLC looks just by the trailer, but it looked amazing. You get to pick like which turtle you want to play as. You get to like fight like, individual things, and it's like they all play the same, but they all have like little things that make them different. And as someone who's been like playing the game since the game came out, I'm super excited. When like just getting to play with them, and I think by Tuesday, by I think the 12th.
I think you're right. I think they said that in the trailer that it's gonna be coming out by next week.
Yeah, but I think it's Tuesday they're dropping, and I am ridiculously excited to play them. I cannot. Oh, I'm ready.
Yeah, personally, bro, fucking the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles have just always been part of my childhood. And I haven't been playing Injustice too much, so this DLC, man, if I buy it, it's going to definitely get me back into the game.
No, man, you need to hop back up, like on that like ASAP. You've been missing out for the past fucking. They've had some pretty good DLCs.
Yeah, I agree, man. I do like how they've been incorporating a lot of Mortal Kombat into the Injustice games because they're both developed by Warner Bros. And I do like how they're introducing like these different characters that don't really fit the superhero genre, but at the same time they're low-key are superheroes. When I watched the trailer, I just liked how interesting all 4 characters play differently, but at the same time were very similar. Like for example, their what is it, the finisher attack, the ultimate attack. Like I play different games. Everyone got different
Your super move.
Yeah, your super move. Like it starts off with like we seen Raphael. He throw his yes, he Hakai's them, as Big A would say.
What did you say? It's called size. I'll look it up right now.
Like he throws his knives at his opponent, and then we see Mikey throw his skateboard at him, and then basically everybody just gangbangs the opponent into one big turtle shell smash.
Turtle power.
Hell
Master
yeah.
Ratatouille.
Yes, Master Splinter. We have him everywhere here. But I think it's unique how they got them all implemented. And you got for someone who's been playing Mortal Kombat and Dragon Ball Fighters, what do you like to look out for a character, Big A?
Oh man, as Toe mentioned, and I believe you also mentioned that they're both made by Warner Bros. And they got these super similar mechanics, but at the same time, it's such a unique and good game. And comparing it to Dragon Ball Fighters, I don't know. I do like Fighters a lot, and I've been playing it more than Injustice. But this DLC is really hype.
Hell yeah! I think on the topic of like just Injustice in general, we should talk about like the future of fighting games on the Switch, because lately we've been seeing a lot of titles like Dark Souls, Skyrim. Hell, WWE brought a game over to the Switch. Do you guys think there's? Yeah, they actually brought a game. Yeah, do you guys think there's future fighting games to look out for on the Switch? Because Toe and I talked about this off camera about like ARMS. So I guess I'll leave the floor up to you guys.
I feel kind of bad for ARMS. I feel like it's. I wanted to play it when it came out, and I just missed it. And then I haven't heard anyone talk about it since. I'm a little worried about ARMS.
Personally, don't know what abilities are, but based on what I heard from Chasm, that doesn't look like they're gonna have too many good games.
I mean, personally, I feel like there's gonna be a bunch of good games coming out for the Switch, and I think there is a future for the fighting genre because, to be honest, there's not much of demand for fighting games besides like if a character if a person want to bring in like their own fight pad, which we talked about, they really can't connect it to the Switch. But if they just said like, oh, you can use the two, Switch controllers that you buy for like $70 at GameStop, you can play with those. I think that's fair. In terms of good games coming out, I think that's up for the interpretation. I just think that the name of the titles are what we should really be looking forward to. Like, for example, when they brought out Dark Souls, people were hyped for it because they love Dark Souls as a series, not because they thought Dark Souls would be the greatest thing since sliced bread on the Switch.
Well, whatever the fuck it is, the price is dropping, and looks like the prices for games are gonna be dropping soon. So, I'm gonna get a Switch.
Oh yeah, my man, you make that move. It's worth it.
Yeah, with these price drops coming up, we might as well just get into the rumor mill. Keep in mind, everyone, that February is a good time for like rumors to come out because it's right on the eve of the Christmas sales. It's right before E3 starts up, and companies announcing titles. So remember, everything we're about to say from this point on is about to really be a grain of salt. Such as our topic right at hand is Call of Duty Black Ops 4, and there's rumors that it's going to be coming out for the Switch based on Reddit posts and based on the articles that we have linked up. How do you guys feel about the recent events regarding Black Ops coming to the Switch? Are you surprised? Does it not surprise you? What's on your mind?
I mean, I feel like if I was gonna buy a Call of Duty game, and it's been a while since I've had to buy one, I'd really want to get it on like a PS4 or like just a more conventional console. Only because I know the Switch is just not up to snuff with those two consoles. And I'm not saying it's gonna be bad, but I'd prefer to like take it on like a regular console.
Yeah, and for someone that's not too tech savvy as myself, like there's a huge price difference. It's not going to be able to push out as good graphics, probably, I assume, and just not all those really high quality games that we have on other consoles. So I'm definitely down for buying a Switch, but I do not have any fucking idea how they're going to have Black Ops on there.
Yeah, I kind of gotta agree with the sentiments you guys brought up here. Black Ops is a fun series. Like, Treyarch knows what they're doing with that series. But what caught my eye was the fact that they said they're having a non-Treyarch developer team making it for the Switch. We've seen this in the past with other Call of Duty games. When it's for a lesser console, they'll have another team make it for it. And that raises red flags for me right there. I hope Activision isn't doing this for a money grab, but I just don't see it being that good. I'd rather play it with an Xbox One or PS4 controller instead of the gimmicks on the Switch.
Like, for me personally, like the Switch is going to bring me back to my nostalgia with the GameCube and all that, and so that's why I want to buy it. Exactly, that's why I want to buy Nintendo consoles for Nintendo games. Like, don't purposely like be money fucking grabbing assholes, push Black Ops out there, and it's not even going to be as good.
You know what? Like, I completely agree with you there. That's the sad reality we're living in right now, where companies rather cash in on an idea instead of investing into it. Like when the Wii U came out, I doubt you guys would know anything about this, but this is just an example. Like when the Wii U came out, EA came on record saying like this is like the best console we ever could develop games from. Like imagine playing Madden on the Wii U gamepad and all this, and then they back out of developing games for it.
And they were like, yeah, we're not developing anything for the Switch, guys. The Switch sucks. And then they were like, nah, guys, just JK. And yeah, they didn't make anything for the Switch, though. Or for the Wii U. I don't blame them, though. I don't blame them. I don't blame them, because if I'm honest, guys, the Wii U, I bought it, like, at launch. And I thought, fuck, I fucked up. I only played Smash Brothers on that thing, and I bought Smash Brothers late, because I was like, I care so little for the Wii U.
Oh, man, like, I agree to a certain extent there because I traded in my PlayStation 3 and a bunch of other like games I had on it for the Wii U. Granted, it's like screw GameStop for their terrible like trade-in rates. But when I played the Wii U, it kind of collected dust for me until Smash came out and Mario Kart 7, and then I really didn't get invested into it until I bought Splatoon. So Splatoon, Mario Kart 7, and Smash Bros is the only thing that kept it like relevant for me. Other than that, I didn't spend any time on it. I spent more time on my Xbox.
Yeah, well, they've already gotten out of the habit of like it being another the Switch being another Wii U. So, you know, Nintendo's they're safe there on that. It's not going to be another Wii U. I'm curious what the future of the Switch is, but we'll go on.
Well, yeah, that's exactly. Sorry to cut you off there, but that's exactly why Switch is so different and much better. It really has no competition, as we see in the article. Like, you know, you have the docked and the undocked games. You know, you can play so many ways and so many like, even with Labo, which I do not know too much about. It just adds so much on there, and it has no competition.
Yeah, I agree with you there. Like, that's what caught my eye throughout the next article, which is about the Switch sales. Like, people been speculating about like why the Switch is doing well, and some people are saying it's a good thing and bad thing because you're always gonna have lovers and haters for no matter what you do. The fact that it had no competition, interestingly enough, worked out in its favor. For Microsoft and Sony, hell yeah, you're gonna bring your games out in November because that's when companies like give pay raises out to their employees. That's when kids are starting to make their wish list for Santa. That's when have a boyfriend, girlfriend, or whatever who may be into gaming. You can buy them a console or the games they want. It's a great time to buy games then. As for the Switch though, they went into March, which is like a random time of the year for anybody. And not only that, they came out with a console that was affordable. So they really hit the market where it was like no man's land really, and it worked out in their favor. Like, do y'all think that was a genius move on their part, or it's just them being very lucky with the whole bringing the Switch out in March and rolling with the sales?
I have a theory right now, and I don't want Nintendo to hear me, but guys, listen. I honestly think that they planned to like unveil Breath of the Wild so long ago to get that hype train rolling, and then oh, it's coming out for this new console in March. Who wasn't gonna buy it? Like, mark my words.
That's an interesting theory. Like, I remember they did push back their development for Breath of the Wild, so I wouldn't say like it's out of the water to say like they pushed it. They just brought it out to bring hype for a new console. I do think it is a good like marketing scheme they did there because people were hyped and they were looking at how beautiful the game was, and then we had to wait an extra 2 years for it. Like, they kind of Kingdom Hearts us, man. Like, they told us, yeah, this game's coming out, but you gotta wait another few years, and then you gotta wait another few years, and then another few years, and then it finally came out, and it was gorgeous. How do you feel about that, Big A, with the whole marketing scheme going on?
They've definitely been strategic, man. The way that they've been releasing games in order like that, it's a steady, nice, constant flow. Different people, and then you got so many users on there. Of course, it's gonna trade.
Yeah, oh, you go ahead, bro.
Well, yeah, like it's just been like really smart. They put out what was it, Breath of the Wild, then it was ARMS, then it was that Mario versus Rayman versus Rabbids. That was the thing for a while.
Yeah, they just brought that out, I believe.
Yeah, and then there was of course Super Mario Odyssey. So like they aren't Wii Uing it where they put out like 2 games at the beginning of the life cycle that people care about, and then going, all right, see you guys later. It's been like constant updates and new games and e-releases. And by the way, if anyone at Nintendo does listen to this, I really want Hollow Knight, and I know they have it ready, and they're just holding out.
Yeah, like there's a ton of games we all want to see out here, and I think it's just glorious to see that the Switch is doing so well right now in terms of sales, because it just means that add more longevity to the platform. I don't want them to have to pull off a Wii U situation where every 3 to 4 years they gotta bring out a new console and basically issue an apology saying, we're sorry, we effed up badly. I want them to like bring out a console that can like stay here and be a competitor for the market, because at the end of the day, whenever the market is competitive, it benefits us. Because whenever Microsoft feel like their hand is in the fire, what they're gonna do is sell their Xbox for like $50 cheaper. When Sony feels like their hand is in the fire, they're gonna sell their PlayStation for $100 cheaper. And then the cycle goes on. All we're gonna do is, hey, we got ourselves a PlayStation 4 Pro for $250 instead of paying $400.
Oh, that's right.
And you know what? This is very interesting. I wonder what people want to come out like your classic Nintendo games. I cannot wait to see a Sonic game on here.
Honestly, that would be great for them because Sonic right now is.
That'll be fucking amazing, bro.
Yeah, what's the new Sonic game called?
Sonic Force. Which one? Sonic Forces and Sonic. Fuck. It's Sonic Forces and.
I mean, that's the one I was going for. I know they got another game out too.
Is it the one where like it's like Retro Sonic?
I believe so.
Sonic Mania. Sonic Mania.
Yeah.
Oh, so are those already out?
Yeah,
those are out.
Oh man, I definitely need to get it now.
They're actually really good games. But because of
Oh, I hear Forces is. Okay, so Mania built like built the momentum. Forces was kind of like watching someone on a skateboard, like going downhill, tripping like face plant. That's what I've heard.
I mean, I heard that when I think it was Sonic Forces, the one where you actually got to create a character and all that.
Yeah.
I heard that it actually got good reviews by, like, not just reviewers, but like people who played the game. Like, it's a solid game right now, just that there's not much longevity to it, and because it has the Sega name to it and it's a Sonic game, because of Sonic 06, it has went downhill in terms of sales, but the game is doing really well. And then we got the Ugandan Knuckles meme right now. It's like they gotta cash in on that by bringing out a Sonic game that has Knuckles playing a primary role. Like, it's right there for them.
Ugandan Knuckles.
Guys, if you go in the mirror real quick and you just say "do way" 3 times, it says that a dead meme will appear behind you.
We must all know the way. Oh my god.
Oh man, before we forget, how about the gold points?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh wow, we're already at 17 minutes in. We hit most of the topics at hand. With the gold reward points, for those who don't know anything about it, they're basically bringing back the Nintendo rewards program they had back in the day for the. I want to say it started out with the DS and Wii days, but
GameCube.
Did they really have a reward system for the GameCube?
They did. Okay, yeah, I think it started GameCube. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure it was GameCube.
All right. So this is an article by the Express and the. Well, not the. Yeah, this isn't the Express. My bad, peoples. My bad. It's been a long day. I've been all over the place, but there's been reports that Nintendo will be bringing back the reward system, beginning in April, I want to say. And with this reward program they'll be bringing back, they'll essentially allow you to cash in like codes that'll come in with your games, and then you'll get coins. And with these coins, you can start buying games on the Switch digitally at a cheaper price. The price tag that says that would be worth 5% of the amount that you paid for any games that you pay for. So I assume they means like if you paid $40 for $60 for a game, 5% of 60 is how many points you get from that game. So I guess in theory you have to buy 20 games to get the same value for one full game.
I have a question though. You an honest question. Do you guys think that they cut the system because like the Wii U was tanking and people were just buying like Nintendo games cheap, and like Nintendo was like, we're losing money on the system, so they cut it. But now that they see how good the Switch is doing, they're like, well, let's bring it back. We're gonna make money.
You can start this off, Big A.
I mean, that's a possibility, man. This thing has been doing so well, and it's, I believe, set records in both Japan and the U.S. for the fastest selling console. So, yeah, it's a possibility. And then at the same time, they've been very strategic with all the things that they've been doing for the Switch. And then on top of that, they've added to the strategy by making it available for the Switch, the Wii U, and all 3DS family systems. So
Yeah.
I guess it is doing well. The Switch is doing well, but this is all strategy for them to make more money.
Yeah, I agree there. I think I don't understand how they canceled the program back during the Wii U. So as what Toe said, like it probably did that just so they get the name out there, because like you need a little PR stunt to like get people to talk about you. Like think about Logan Paul recently. Like he had to show a Suicide Force video and then make apology and then a bunch of drama from there, and that was kind of a PR nightmare for YouTube.
Strike.
Yeah.
I don't want to be like the off-topic guy, but have you heard about Logan Paul's new video?
No, what was it?
He was walking around with a taser, and apparently he walked around like tasing dead animals, and he lost YouTube monetization.
What the?
All right, you know what? That's enough Logan Paul in my life.
It's been a month, guys. I think this is a system, guys. We got to do stuff like this. There's one
All right.
scroll at a time. I'm just
I
saying.
guess I have a question for this gold rewards points right here. How about games that I have already purchased? Like, where can I redeem my gold
Yeah,
stuff?
that's what I was about to say about it. Was like I think they brought this system back in because they realized people they could potentially cash in a lot of people. Because I remember I personally bought merchandise from it. Like I actually bought a T-shirt off of the store. I had so many games I bought from Nintendo, and I kind of had to do it at the last minute because they were canceling out their first program. In terms of games that you bought here, I do remember back in the day when I was trying to do the promotion they had where they said buy 2 participating games and get Pokemon X or Y for free. I downloaded Animal Crossing New Leaf like months before this happened, and what I did was I contacted Nintendo letting them know that I downloaded it. I think I gave them my Nintendo network ID, and then they verified it, and then they threw the coins onto my account. So I think if you bought any like digital games, you could do that. As for physical games, I don't know how that's gonna work because they say you can use the Wii U, which is already dead, and the 3DS, which is dying, as the service to provide you coins.
Yeah.
Well, I have the new 2DS XL, which is part of the 3DS family, and I have 2 physical games, a Pokemon game and a Beyblade game, and then a digital game, which is also a Pokemon game, Pokemon X. So, do you think I would have to contact them,
I mean,
or
with
would
your
it only
Pokemon-
work for my digital?
For your Pokemon X that's downloaded, I think that's gonna be completely fine because you got actual proof that you got it. As for the physical games, I don't know how they're gonna react to it because Nintendo always been like iffy when it came to crap like
Yeah.
physical and digital media. Like in the past,
Oh man.
yeah, in the
I
past.
hope they give us a list.
I mean, the way this program is gonna work is, from our understanding, if it's like in the past, it's all games that's gonna be on the Nintendo platform. So I don't think they're gonna like tell you, oh, you're gonna use XYZ game, no pun intended, and you can't
Z? That wasn't a version. Wait a minute. Pokemon Z. Come on.
Oh god, the SWAT team coming in, I can hear them.
Nintendo, please. I just give me Pokemon Z. Come on, guys.
Now, you know the community would
Oh,
rampage.
there it is. There it is. Yeah, there it is. You were right.
Oh my days, there is a Pokemon Z.
Guys,
Yeah.
they're behind me.
Shh, don't look at them. Just say Virtual Boy and they'll leave.
All right, they left.
All right. But we can talk about that for next week because there's been more news about the new Pokemon games coming out. But I doubt they're gonna give us like a list of Pokemon games that could be used for redeeming and like list of other games. I think it's just gonna be all applicable games for this rewards program. I just don't know how they're gonna handle it with the physical or digital media. Because in the past, if your 3DS broke, for example, not only did you have to contact Nintendo telling them that you broke your 3DS so you can transfer your games over, you also had to send them your license agreement. You had to give them like the serial code to your 3DS, and then they'll have to download it for you. And then I think if you don't have the new 3DS, they'll actually delete the save file you had on your previous game while they transfer it over. So they
better make that easier.
I was gonna say they may not give you the points for Pokemon like X, I think, because that came out I think before they cut the service.
It did come out before they cut the service. That's how I was able to get Pokemon Y for free because that game's applicable. But I think the article didn't like specify like if it has to be games pre or post service. From what I'm interpreting it as, I think it's all games that's like on the Wii U and the 3DS. If you have proof that you bought it. For anybody who's listening to this, like we recommend you check out the article yourself because it's very vague by Nintendo. And at the same time, this is actually up for interpretation until the service come out in March. You guys got any other speculation? Go with it, or you guys just as puzzled as I am?
Big A, I was gonna ask you while I have you here. What would you rate the quality of a new 2DS?
I got the Pokeball edition, which already gives it a
That extra
pretty
oomph?
good rating. Yeah, extra oomph. But in general, I have big ass hands, and I got the XL edition. So I mean, yeah, it's pretty good. Coming from a person that my last DS that I owned was the DSi XL.
Yeah.
Or I believe the 3DS XL, or one of those two, like the beginning versions. But it's pretty solid system. It's pretty easy to hold on to. I myself bought a grip. I could say it's not as durable. But,
That's what I've been hearing.
Yeah, it plays games well and all that. Like That's what it's supposed to fucking do. But I feel like it's flimsy.
Like it touches the floor and it just fucking explodes.
Shit, I hope not.
I mean, we got we're actually in my dorm right now, and we got right here is like my 3DS XL, which you can examine right here, and we also got my regular 3DS.
We gotta check out the window and test it.
Yep.
Nintendo, here's your chance. Impress me.
Yeah, like the two hardwares here. Like I remember I played with your 2DS XL in the past, Big A, and it really did feel like it felt sleek. It felt like retro. Like it felt good. Like it felt like playing with an iPhone, but at the same time, it had the iPhone effect where it didn't feel like there was much, stopping it from breaking. Like it felt like it was a turtle without the shell.
It felt cheap.
Turtles? What?
Ninja Turtles.
It felt kind of sheepalish. You know what I mean? Like, if you've had one before and you want to get a new one, you're gonna get it.
Oh yeah,
Okay.
I agree. I guess because of that cheap price point for it, because isn't it like $125?
It's just $100, right?
Well, I got the Pokeball edition, so I think I got it for.
No,
$150.
I think the editions, they're either the same price as the new 2DS, or they only cost $25 more. But
Yeah, I got it for $150.
Yeah, the 150.
oh, 150.
They're all 150. That's kind of kills it.
Yeah, if it was 125 to 100, that would be a really good sweet spot. But at the same time, they gotta feed their families too, so I understand why it's 150.
I mean, you can buy a new 3DS XL for $200. So.
But why would someone want that when you get the 2DS? Because no one uses the 3D functionality.
What?
You use the 3D on your 2DS?
You guys don't?
No, I don't think anybody does.
Pilot Wings in 3D.
Boy.
Oh no.
Everybody else, Pilot Wings the best game ever. Rated 10 out of 10. IGN, what you rated as?
I'm Mr. IGN and I rated a 10. Too much relevant
One
joke.
take.
Yep, one take, everybody.
I had
one take.
and I put that 3D. I'd play hours. And I'm pretty sure that's the cause of my fucked up vision for sure.
Yeah, I think they give you the warning on most games, like, take a break after 30 minutes. Like, did you ever, listen to the warning?
No, what the fuck?
Do you read warning labels when you're 9 years old, dude?
Makes a good point.
Like, do you read, I mean, to be honest, whenever you go on those suggestive websites and you're looking at the video, they say warning sexual content. I'm pretty sure everybody who's watching those videos definitely go back and say, oh, I don't need to see this. It's sexual content.
You know what the trick is? You just don't learn to read. You just don't learn how to read. That's the trick.
Yeah.
Get around it.
Yeah, Mom,
Here's
my
the
defense,
thing.
I didn't know what it was.
Can't read, Mom. Look at me. She's like, yeah.
Alright, Chasm's the type of dude when he got his first phone, when he read the whole fucking license agreement.
He's like, all right, I can't violate this. And they're like, hey, take this picture of me behind this. And they're like, I can't do that. I can't do it. It's not a license agreement.
Hey, that's
Right,
what
so
they had
I
a whole.
gotta turn
They
my
had,
location service.
they had a whole
off.
South Park
I
episode
gotta
on
do
this.
this and that.
They had a whole South Park episode on this where
They
yeah,
did.
if you didn't read the terms and agreement, you would have been stuck in between a man and a woman, while one took a time to shit in your mouth, and the other one had to take your shit.
Hey, in defense, in defense of that, you could have been at the head of that, so you could have been eating the food. So,
But do you want a guy tonguing your ass?
let's move on to the next topic, guys.
We kind of went through all the topics with this new format.
What do you mean we ran out of topics?
I guess.
Alright, guys.
Metroid?
Oh yeah, we did talk about Metroid. Metroid Prime 4. That is a big rumor. Personally, I'm hyped for it because they ruined Metroid when they brought out Metroid Prime Federation. My God, the dislike ratio for that video was awful. They brought a soccer game out with the Prime name in it.
Like Rocket League?
Yes, Rocket League for 3DS.
Rocket League people who hate themselves?
Yeah, Big A, I don't know if you ever seen. I remember you don't know much about the Metroid series, but imagine someone selling your product through Amazon Prime, and the product they sell you takes 6 days to get to you instead of the 2 days that's promised.
And then it gets to you, and it's Metroid Prime Federation Force. But guys, look,
I don't know much about the game itself, but that just does not sound fun.
No, it
You look,
doesn't.
guys. Honestly, it's not Metroid Fusion, so I don't care. The day I get a Metroid Fusion 3D remake or a remake in the style of like Metroid 2, like the new one that just came out, I'll be all about it. Until then, I'm glad. I'm glad the Other M got put out.
I think the best example I can give you, Big A, is that you're a big Dragon Ball Super fan. Like, let's say they bring out a Dragon Ball Super manga, but with the manga they bring out, it's like nothing but filler in it. Like, none of the good filler either. It's just like filler. And they just use the Dragon Ball Super name just to hopefully embrace like some eyes and some publicity. Like, that's how people.
So it's like 5 chapters of Kamehameha.
5 chapters of Yamcha trying to.
Whoa, slow down there.
Yeah. Okay.
Partner shit.
Oh, it's not that bad.
10 chapters of Krillin dying.
Oh God.
All right, it's like if you were gonna read Dragon Ball Super, and you open it and it was just 20. It was just like 6 issues of Bulma cooking. That's basically what it was like. And just her cooking with no action.
Wow.
Like she doesn't pop a titty out.
No, it's just cooking.
Or Gohan going to school.
Yeah, it's basically.
Oh God.
It's basically that for Metroid fans.
Don't remind me Gohan going to school. Those were the
That
tough
was
days of the
fucked
anime.
up.
We're binging on the next stream, guys? Is that what you're saying? All of Dragon Ball?
Hey, I'm down for
Alright,
it.
yeah, guys, join us next time where we don't get any sleep and aren't Adderall.
Hey guys, let's just watch all those Gohan goes to school episodes. Am I right? All right, where are my 5s at?
Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
There goes your high five.
Oh yeah.
I guess we might as well talk about the QOTD because
What?
the QOTD question of the day.
Oh, okay. I was like,
Yeah, Big A, you asked us, are we hyped for these upcoming games? Since we went down through this rundown of it, and we kind of got our notes out there. I personally want to say I'm kind of hyped for the future of the Switch. I don't even have one yet, but I'm looking forward to the future. It's looking up for it. How do you feel about it?
Yeah, and as I mentioned, I'm definitely gonna look into getting one. Otherwise, yeah, for the question of the day, guys, leave your comments down below. Let us know, and let's add. What game would you like to see for the Switch?
new Pokemon game.
Yes, new Pokemon game. If not just that, I guess I don't know. I guess like Minecraft, but with full compatibility between all consoles. Like Sony, get your shit together. We all want you to play together with us, man.
Nintendo must or Miyamoto must adhere for the sins of Star Fox Zero.
Oh yeah, that game. I forgot. I really want.
I want to do
Everyone
a
likes to.
Kamehameha with the Switch controllers.
If they bring a Dragon Ball Fighters out for it, I'll probably buy it just a second time just to have it on the Switch. Because I remember playing Dragon Ball. I remember playing Xenoverse 2 on the Switch. It was weird as hell to play with just one Joy-Con, but at the same time they did give them all the free DLC like with the game. So if they brought out Fighters and you told me I don't have to fight a million people to unlike Super Saiyan Blue, Goku, and Vegeta, that's a really good selling point to me.
Alright, so we're out of topics.
We really are. This whole new not elongating things left us with 6 minutes of dead time.
So how are you guys feeling about the new
We don't have to go for it, man.
Just stretch it. We need that monetization money. Think Logan Paul's out. We can be the next Logan Paul.
We could be the next Relistify. We gotta get that 10-minute ad revenue.
Oh,
Women's rights, am I right?
Wow.
Oh no.
Oh man, like oh god, we're gonna be in BuzzFeed article.
Please, oh my god.
We're gonna be in a BuzzFeed article for that.
Who else?
Taylor Swift is gonna make a song. Watch out.
All right. I guess we could just end it off here. It's actually been like a lot of good topics and a lot.
Pimp Knight, fight me. Pimp Knight, if you ever hear this, fight me. IRL.
Yes, we know you hack your Pokemon.
I found it out. Velisify told me. I'm on to you.
Yes, Relistify told us all. He is Jesus. But we're gonna get him on the episode one day.
Oh, it's we gotta invite him for we gotta invite Velisify on. I gotta talk to him. I gotta talk to that man.
Yeah, I mean I'm pretty sure a lot of people want to talk to him.
As you know, the gates of hell are open, and
Boy,
I gotta go close them.
I will kill you. I will fucking kill you for that.
He won't do it. He won't do it.
Alright.
Oh, he won't do it.
You know what? Well, I got shooters in Chicago. No, but like I just want to thank everybody for watching this video. we kind of let it be short, and we had a little comedy in here, but I appreciate it. I want to thank Big A for coming out and being our guest, and also want to thank Tofar Love for coming out here to being our special guest.
Thanks for having me on again, and thanks for everyone who listened and to the very end.
Yeah, I'm glad we got to do this, man. Hopefully, if nothing went terribly wrong besides the length of this video. That's just me. I got like OCD when it comes to like my video quotas.
Chasm always has problems with length.
Ooh, rap battle.
All I gotta say is I'm the only black guy in this podcast, so I'm not worried about my length or my width.
Oh, well, I am brown, so I think I passed. So I'm Mexican. I'm at least half. So
hey, we're pretty diverse over here, man. We got the trio.
I'm Eastern motherfucking European.
Ew. Wait. Which part of Eastern Europe?
Greece.
Oh.
Well, yeah. Okay. What?
We'll just replace them with like Barbie lyrics, like that. I don't know.
All right, guys. Yeah, we kind of got to hear everyone's opinion, and I'm glad we got to have a fun episode with special guests. If you guys want to be featured on the show, be sure to leave a comment down below with your question of the day, and we should be able to hit you guys up. If you want to be part of the show, be sure to hit that Discord link down below so you could be notified and you can be part of the crew. Like, the demons love hanging out. And, yeah, guys, we got to get out of here and get on with the rest of our lives. I'm pretty sure you all want to do the same thing.
Realistify is Jesus. All right, cut it now.
All right, yeah.
Realistify, I love you.
All right, let's do the outro. The gates are open, guys, and we gotta get them out of here. So, bye. Yeah, Realistify, you're our Jesus. We love you.
Hakai.